Hello there, good afternoon, and welcome to the Football Tribe YouTube channel. My name is Robert K. Sarkos, and thank you for tuning into the channel. So, today I'll be briefing you on what happened on Saturday in the Premier League. There were lots of games played yesterday, and there were some decent results for some teams and some bad results. However, our focus will be on the frustration that Arsenal fans are expressing towards their manager, Mikel Arteta, after their 2-2 draw against Fulham. So, here were the results from the Saturday action from the Premier League. Tottenham beat up against Bournemouth in the early kickoff there at 2:30 p.m. by 2-0. Kulusevski and James Maddison on target for Ange Postecoglou's side there. It was James Maddison who opened the scoring with that brilliant pass from Pape Matsar there. In the other game, Brentford did share the spoils with Crystal Palace in a 1-1 all draw, while Everton were 1-0 losers against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, Everton did perform well, they just couldn't get their strikes right. I remember they had a goal disallowed. That was a goal from Diakore for a foul, I think, in the build-up or an offside. I think it was an offside there. But they did lose the game. Late on in the game, Wolves struck to win it 1-0. And then Manchester United won 3-2 against Nottingham Forest. Huge scare for Manchester United, but we'll talk more about that in our subsequent videos. And then Brighton did lose by 3-1 when they hosted West Ham United. And at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal shared the spoils with Fulham in a 2-2 all draw. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans have expressed their frustration and anger towards manager Mikel Arteta. They have questioned the new system that he has brought that sees Thomas Partey start at right back and then invert in midfield. The changes they have seen at right back, remember the changes they've seen there with Ben White being shifted into central defense alongside William Saliba, while the left back has had Yurian Timber before he got injured, Takiro Tomiyasu before he got a red card at Crystal Palace, and now Jakub Kiwior, who started yesterday. Now, they're questioning why doesn't he retrieve back to the of Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, William Saliba, Zinchenko, or any other left back, and then Ben White at right back, and then have Thomas Partey play in midfield. So a lot of Arsenal fans are questioning his tactical decisions there, but let's not forget he's the one that brought those tactical decisions that they loved so much, even though they are now questioning his new measures that are accommodating summer signing Kai Havertz, who didn't have a decent game yesterday. Just like many other Arsenal players, they did squander the ball away so many times, so many misplaced passes, blind passes. In fact, it was Bukayo Saka's blind pass that led to Pereira's opening goal in the first minute of the game. Saka played a loose ball picked on by Pereira, who goes on to beat Aaron Ramsdale, who was way off his line as he's demanded to play. So you may not have to blame him so much. So many Arsenal fans are questioning their manager on the tactics. Why is he insisting with Kai Havertz in midfield when he's clearly doesn't have the confidence at the moment? Leandro Trossard was started as a striker there as the number 9, but he doesn't thrive so well in that position. That is why he was sacrificed at halftime to accommodate Eddie Nketiah, who scored in that game to give Arsenal a 2-1 lead after Bukayo Saka's penalty that gave them the equalizer. It was Fabio Vieira also who came in for Kai Havertz, that alongside Zinchenko when they were brought on, I think in the 50th minutes around there, it was Fabio Vieira that was fouled. Then Bukayo Saka did convert. Then Fabio Vieira did provide the assist for Eddie Nketiah to make it 2-1. Then Fulham did have a man send off in Bassi. Remember, Bassi came in to replace their captain that got a red card in the previous game. That is Tim Wilm. So it didn't turn out well, but once Arsenal got that lead, they did drop off their pace. They seemed reluctant in going forward. They surrendered a bit of possession to Fulham, which caused them a couple of problems, and eventually they conceded a corner from which Paulinho did score the equalizer late on in the game. So it was a great cameo for Fabio Vieira, but a lot of anger has been expressed towards manager Mikel Arteta. Now he insists that Kai Havertz will eventually win over their hearts despite struggling in that game. Remember, their next fixture is up against Manchester United, so we'll wait to see how they will line up in that game. So many things will have to change if the Gunners are to get back on track. A lot of people are demanding a return to the 4-3-3 of last season that was, really winning. Someone questioning his decision to have started Leandro Trossard ahead of Edin Ketia, who has clearly been on good form in those last few games. Remember, he scored in their game against Nottingham Forest, and then won them the penalty against Crystal Palace and didn't score yesterday. So brilliant stuff there. Tactically, Mikel Arteta, I think he's trying out something new. It has not yet paid off because it has not yet clicked. They did have majority of the possession. They did have majority. They created plenty of chances, but they couldn't beat Bernard Leno in goal. In some moments of the game, I did think they did lack that cutting edge of finding the space because Fulham played with a low block, so they leveraged so much on the counters. They were very happy to concede possession to the Gunners, who did exploit it to enough to play a lot of passes, very attacking. But once it came down to that final third, that through ball, that final piece that could get them that goal, it was just not coming. So the likes of Martin Odegaard were forced to shoot from a distance, and all those shots were landing at Leno's feet or his hands, and he was, the better player, for one of the better players on that Fulham side, including the likes of Bassi, despite his red card, Paulinho, among others. So we'll wait and see if Mikel Arteta will change his tactics. He's known to stick to his plans, and let's just basically wait and see. I think Arsenal fans will need to have a bit of patience with not just with the new system, but also with some of their signings like Kai Havertz. I know he hasn't started well, but things may get better for him as the season goes on. He looks to be lacking a lot of confidence right now. He had a couple of misplaced passes, poor decision making in terms of when to go forward and when to, play the ball backwards or in the reverse direction, those kind of things. So let's wait and see if his fortunes will be better as well as the Gunners. But they did lose two crucial points there as they considered a late equalizer to end the game 2-2. So that was the little insight from all the action from the Emirates Stadium. So I'll be giving you more as the weekend winds up with all the action that is coming up today. Do not forget about 3 games to be played today, including Burnley hosting Aston Villa, while Sheffield United host Manchester City, as well as Newcastle hosting Liverpool. So don't miss out on that action today. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. for the first 2 games, while the other game will be kicking off at around around 6:30 p.m. So don't miss out on all that. So let's wait and see. We'll digest more of the weekend action as we enter the new. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to comment, like, and share, and see you next time.